Besides a great-looking lawn and backyard, nothing brings people together quite like food. And there's nothing better than preparing it in the comfort of your own backyard. I'm David Bancroft. Join me and fellow chefs as we heat up the grill, stoke the fire, and throw on a prime cut. Hey y'all, welcome to this episode of Prime Cuts, where today we're featuring a Gulf Coast favorite, Pompano. And today we're welcoming back four-time James Beard semifinalist for Best Chef South and my all-time hunting and fishing buddy, Chef Rob McDaniel.
What's up, man?
Hey, brother.
Good to see you.
Good to see you. So Pompano, my grandpa Kennedy used to wake us up before the sun came up, go out to the beach and catch sand fleas and fish off the surf for Pompano. So one of my all-time favorites.
I'm glad that we can make that connection today. So I love supporting the Gulf, and so we get all of our fish from the Gulf of Mexico as much as we can. It's perfect time of year for Pompano, so that's what we're going to cook today.
Man, I'm excited. So what is the approach with Pompano? What are we doing?
So we're going to fillet it. We're going to grill it over some hot coals, and this time of year, peppers are amazing. So we're going to pickle some peppers and put the rest of the fish on top and some herb breadcrumbs on top of that.
I'm so pumped. I say let's get started.
Let's do it.
All right, y'all, we've got our backyard kitchen set up. We got the grill ripping. What's next, Chef? What you got?
We're gonna cook these pompano. So we've got a little peanut oil. We're gonna lightly oil them. A little salt and pepper. You wanna be careful not to do too much oil. A lot of times when you go to cook on a hot grill, you get too much oil and you get that soot on the outside. It's just burnt oil flavor, and that's not what we're looking for.
Okay.
So we're just gonna go in with a little bit of oil and spread it with our hands on here, like so.
These fillets are beautiful, and they're iridescent, shiny, fresh.
Super nice pompano from Florida, from the Gulf. We're gonna do a little salt and pepper, skin side first. We're gonna flip it and repeat that process.
Okay.
Just a little bit, because remember, this is an oily fish, so you don't want to do too much oil either. A little bit more salt, nice black pepper. And then we're gonna take this fish fillet, we're gonna go straight on to this ripping hot green egg over here.
You say ripping hot. Like what temperature do you think we're at here?
This guy's at 600 degrees.
Okay.
So we're gonna put it skin side down and let it sit. Not touch it. You know, a lot of folks, they'll say, you know, cooking fish intimidates me. And it can be, but the thing that intimidates folks is usually they touch it too soon and the skin comes off. You gotta let it cook and do its thing.
So patience is the name of the game.
Patience, that's right. So we got it nice and hot. We're just gonna let this guy cook, get nice and crispy on one side, pretty much cook the whole way on the skin side to ensure we get those nice grilled char marks and get the scales nice and crispy and the skin nice and crispy. And then we'll flip it just for a second to finish it.
Okay.
Pull it off.
Okay, you wanna do one more real quick?
Sure.
Following suit here.
You got it, my hand's already dirty.
Next.
Beautiful.
Recycle some of that oil there?
Yeah, we're good right there. A little Salt Bay action.
I'm sorry. It's just an opportunity.
All right, perfect. All right, let's go skin side down again. Boom.
And you can see that skin tighten. That grill is super hot.
It's really nice and hot.
And you can already see the fish is getting a little opaque on the outside. It's starting to get white around the edges. And you can tell with that fish, and the reason why he's saying get it ripping hot is it bounces that skin right off the grill grates. And
if you don't have a hot grill, your skin's gonna stick.
Oh yeah.
And if you try to touch it too soon, you haven't given it time to release. So the grill is really hot. It's gonna caramelize that skin, which is gonna release it from the grill. If you try to move it too soon, it's not gonna be caramelized and it's gonna stick.
So this isn't about getting diamond grill marks and trying to paint on magic lines in TV land. This is about good grill marks, good char, and patience.
We might get delicious looking grill marks, but we're really looking for the char.
Oh yeah.
On the outside.
So I think a common theme, you know, in the Prime Cut series with all the guest chefs is heat and really cooking it, ripping hot ovens, hot grills, hot cast irons. It's about flirting with that temperature and getting to that little level of uncomfortability so that you actually become confident there.
Yep. You know, I mean, I think cooking hot like this, you stand less of a chance of drying it out.
Okay.
The lower temperature, longer cook, it's just going to pull moisture out of it, just dehydrating it basically. So we're just wanting to go really fast. You see on the edges here, we're starting to bubble, starting to get opaque on the outside. We're getting really close on this first fillet. Second fillet is on a little hotter part of the grill, so it's going to catch up. So we're looking pretty good here.
I know, obviously, as a Gulf Coast boy as well, I mean, this is one of our prized possessions, pompano.
Absolutely. This is one of the most delicious fish I feel like that comes out of the Gulf. And we love to highlight it. People that know pompano love pompano. And people that don't know pompano, we like to introduce them to it and get them turned on to it.
And they become fans for life.
Absolutely. So, nice. Beautiful.
And you can see the beautiful char marks there. The skin is crispy throughout.
Yep.
It's not overcooked. It literally came right off the grill.
Yep.
With ease and
Yep.
effort. I mean, no effort at all.
With a fork, not a spatula.
There's no big spatulas and tongs and punishing that fish on this hot grill. As long as it's hot enough, I mean,
I think we're
that does
ready.
the trick.
We're gonna pull this guy off.
So all the time and effort went here on the skin
Yep,
and got the skin crispy and then just literally finishing the flesh side.
that's correct. So we're gonna pull these guys off.
I mean, that fish is so fresh. You can smell clean, sweet, saltwatery smell with this. The aromas, the char, that's amazing.
Awesome. So we're gonna bring it over here and we're just gonna let it rest for a minute or so, okay?
So we've got the breadcrumbs that are toasted. You got the pickled peppers. Now, what was the peppers again in that?
So we've got ají dulces,
Okay.
Jimmy Nardello, and jalapenos. A little bit of garlic and some onion.
I can't wait. I'm
And that's
coming
it.
in.
So to that, we're gonna go and we're gonna add a little bit of fresh red onion to it.
Okay.
Just nicely thin sliced red onion.
So we're just knocking out this last little bit while the fish is resting.
That's it.
Okay.
And then we're gonna take our peppers, add those into
Those
the
peppers
onion.
are so fruity. You got the savory garlic, nice acid. I mean, that's super duper fresh.
This time of year is pepper season. You know, I mean everybody's cleaning their pepper plants out.
No soldiers down.
No
Got it.
soldiers.
Oh,
Get it. Good
yep.
deal. All right. So we're just gonna mix this guy up.
Okay. And that little acid in the pickling brine is just gonna break down the onions just a
Yeah.
little bit.
We're just gonna put this down on the plate. Just kind of line it up.
Super bright colors. I mean, that's beautiful.
These peppers and this acid in here is gonna go great with this nice oily fish. Then before we put it on, we're gonna take our breadcrumbs, put it right over our fillet of fish. This is just adding a little bit more crunch to that skin. I'm gonna take this guy and set it right on top.
So this is almost like a deconstructed panzanella to me. I mean, you
A
got
little
the,
bit,
the
yeah.
crouton salad where you would take the pickle and brine and the vegetables and toss it with the croutons, but I can see how beautiful this is gonna be with the crunch, the textural change, the char, the acid, the sweetness of the ají dulces. I'm excited.
I really love the lemon zest and the breadcrumbs because you know you've got the acid from the peppers, but that lemon zest just gives it a brightness. That's just amazing.
Let's talk about the crumbs.
Yeah.
The crumbs, you've got I mean, you see how hard you toasted them in butter. Now, what was the bread that you used for this?
Ciabatta bread, homemade ciabatta bread.
And that y'all make this at the
We
restaurant.
make this at Springhouse, correct?
Okay.
And we just have some parsley and chives and tons of lemon zest in there, and then the butter is garlic butter.
Buttery, lemon, zesty, garlic. That's super bright, refreshing.
Awesome.
All right, Rob, you got beautiful charred grill marks on this pompano. You got the toasty breadcrumbs, lemon, garlic, herbs, pickled peppers. Can I take a bite now?
Let's do it.
Is it go time? I love the backyard pocket knife. Only best way that you can eat fish. I'm gonna start with the fish here. Oh man. Oh, that's so fresh. The fish is sweet. You got the smoky char on the skin. I mean, it just tastes like salt water. It's so fresh.
Beautiful.
You got the lemony, garlicky breadcrumbs. And I mean, it's just popping with flavor. And now a little pickled pepper salad. Such a great compliment. You got the oily pompano, and you're right, I mean, it's just got a really nice mouthfeel. It's not a dry fish, it is oily, so that the pickled pepper salad, the acid, a little bit of heat, is super inviting on this fish. I mean, this is a great combination. Clean, simple. I mean, as far as pompano, what other fish are your favorites? Like, what's something similar that we could do with this?
I love this dish with Spanish mackerel.
Okay.
King mackerel. Spanish is my favorite. But, you know, cobia is delicious also. You know, anything like, any fish really, but it really lends itself to an oilier fish because of the acid with the peppers and the heat.
I could totally see that with Spanish mackerel, which especially along the Gulf Coast or even along the East Coast, so many people are bringing in Spanish mackerels on trolling trips. I know we both, you know, grew up catching plenty of mackerel going down to the Gulf Coast. Cobia is one of my favorites too. I would love to see cobia in the same presentation. So I love how versatile this dish is and how clean and simple. And honestly, you could mix in other pickled items.
Oh yeah.
Pickled cauliflower.
All kinds of pickle stuff.
Well, Rob, my brother, I appreciate you joining me in the backyard. Beautiful pompano. And I hope that y'all will join us for more episodes of my original X Mark series, Prime Cuts at Backyard Life.